stop. Do not go into the comment section and do not start typing Eternal what happened to you, because I'm gonna explain it. Um, it's not like anybody knocked me out. It's not like I was beat up. That wouldn't be possible anyway, because your boy goddamn taijutsu moves. But what happened is I basically had like a medical operation, and for the next 7 days I will have to wear this thing, right? So yeah, hopefully everything is cleared up right now. And another thing that I want to say before I, get into the topic of this video is I want to explain why I haven't uploaded my Chapter 28 review, because it was supposed to come out today. I never really announced it on YouTube, but I put it in the pinned comment on my, not like the last video, but the one before it, I think. And I mentioned it briefly on Twitter. And the reason why I decided to do this video instead is because, well, I knew that I was gonna have a surgery today. I didn't know that I will feel this bad. You can't really tell by myself right now because I'm trying to be positive while making this video, but I actually feel like I don't feel well. I can't really think too much, and chapter reviews are super long, 20 plus minutes, and I just don't feel like talking. And B, they require a lot of mental effort. Because videos like this one I could shit every day, but when it comes to reviews, what I try to do is I try to like analyze every single detail of the episode. I try to be like super analytical basically, and I want my reviews to be like high quality. And I could do a review now, but it just wouldn't be too good, if you get what I mean. Plus, I'd have to talk for about 20 minutes, and as I'm talking, left side like of my head hurts, and I just want to make this short video, which will be probably around the 6, 7, 8, 9 minute mark. I'm just predicting the length. And yeah, with that said, I think we can finally move on to the topic of this video. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. The question is, when will I upload my chapter review? Well, it just depends on my on my like state of mind, because like tomorrow, if I feel well, I'm gonna do it, and if not, I'm gonna keep postponing it until I start feeling well. And anyway, the main thing that you gotta know is that even if I don't upload it tomorrow, I'm gonna upload something, some like chill video like this one, right? Yeah, but I think it's definitely gonna be out this week. So yeah, finally we can move on. Finally we can move on to the topic that you're seeing in the title. Is the Mitsuki retrieval arc a cheaper version of the Sasuke retrieval arc? Now, I want to answer this question immediately, and the answer is no, and let me explain. Firstly, the Mitsuki arc is still going on, or the Mitsuki retrieval arc, whatever, and it has a lot of other things to show us, right? But even now, it's just not. And I know what the main counter argument to this by many fans might be. They will say, well, in the Sasuke retrieval arc, you see Sasuke going away, like running away from the village, and then you have Naruto and his friends chasing after Sasuke. Here you have Mitsuki leaving the village, and then you see Boruto and Sarada and some of his other friends leaving the village in order to search for Mitsuki. In the latest episode of the Boruto series, at one point, when Boruto when Boruto, sees Mitsuki standing like he's above Boruto, and they kind of they did like a callback to Naruto Shippuden when Sasuke and Naruto met again after a couple of years. That's not directly the Sasuke retrieval arc, but details like that make people constantly compare these two arcs, and it's completely okay to compare them, but to say that this arc is just a ripoff of that arc is completely wrong. Let me explain why. Although some of these concepts are pretty similar to those that were used in Naruto, it doesn't mean that it's completely the same. There are some key differences, and the worst thing is that the people can't realize that the writers are doing this on purpose. And of course, this is just my point of view, but I'm 100% sure that the writers are purposely creating these similar arc structures, quote unquote similar, um, in order for us to kind of, get some Naruto nostalgia flashbacks or whatever. It's not like they're not capable of creating a unique, storyline. It's just that, this with this way, they're kind of using these concepts from Naruto. They're adding new things to them, and paying like I don't know, man. It's just the way I see it. Let me explain. For example, Sasuke left the village because he was searching for more power because he wanted to kill Itachi. That was his main goal. That was his entire. That was the only reason behind his existence, right? He only wanted to kill Itachi. Here we see Mitsuki, who questions his own will. You guys know what happened many episodes ago when we got Mitsuki's backstory. Log and Orochimaru, they wanted Mitsuki to take his own path, and when Mitsuki stole the scroll from Log and Orochimaru, what he saw inside was Boruto. And right now he's kind of questioning, his own emotions. He's thinking to himself, what if these feelings were put inside of me? What if I don't actually care about Boruto? He never really specifically said that, but just read between the lines. That's his main, mental struggle right now, and he just left to find his own will. Again, this arc still isn't finished, so we don't know, exactly how everything will end, but it's kind of obvious that Mizuki is going to return anyway, so immediately the outcome of this arc is going to be different than the Sasuke Retrievals arc outcome, right? Another thing that you need to take into consideration is that Orochimaru, at that time, he was probably the main villain of the series. And, Sasuke was, basically going to Orochimaru's place to get power. And Orochimaru eventually wanted to get Sasuke's body, which he never really managed to do. And here we have these villains who are, completely different. They have, Lord Ku, I think that's his name. He was mentioned. We still don't know his goal, but they have different goals, right? And once again, I already said this. I think that the writers are purposely using some old concepts, because if you guys remember, Kankuro, Gaara, and Temari, I believe, they were really helpful during the Sasuke retrieval arc. They wanted to, help their, not really friends, but, they wanted to help the Hidden Leaf Ninja Shinobi. And in the fourth opening of Boruto, you see Shinki, right? Meaning that he is going to appear in this arc. And I think that the writers are purposely doing this, again, because it's just nostalgic, because, me as a viewer, this is how I see it. I see Shinki coming in, and I immediately get flashbacks of Gaara, and I'm like, wow, writers, thank you for reminding me of Naruto Part 1. That's, the whole idea behind this. Also, what this arc does differently, and, this is kind of not necessarily stupid to say, but it's probably a little bit too early, because still the arc hasn't finished. But there's gonna be some sort of fuckery with the Hidden Stone Village. Because the preview for the next Boruto episode, it seems like the Tsuchikage is gonna face off against Lord Ku or something. So it's gonna be completely interesting. Then again, just before the Sasuke retrieval arc, if you guys remember, the Hidden Leaf Village was attacked. It was nearly destroyed by Orochimaru, and still there were some things going on there, because Orochimaru was dressed up as the Kazekage. He actually killed him, so it was kind of obviously not the same. It's not the same thing that's going on right now, but Kages are being ambushed again. Pretty much the same concept, but it's done differently, executed differently, and it's just there to bring us some nostalgia. That's how I see it, because the anime already had a couple of original arcs. Obviously, in the manga, all arcs are pretty, quote-unquote unique, even though the versus Momoshiki arc did use some quote-unquote concepts from Naruto. If you guys remember, the Chunin exams get, interrupted by Orochimaru or whatever. Here we had Momoshiki. In Naruto, Sasuke gets something from the villain. I'm talking about, the curse mark. And here Boruto gets something from the villain. I'm talking about the seal that he got from Momoshiki. So really, my point is that the writers are doing this throughout the Boruto series. They constantly doing these little callbacks to Naruto or Naruto Shippuden. It's just that here they're really using a lot of these writing tools, right? So some people, kind of, it makes some people say that this is a ripoff of the Sasuke retrieval arc, but it's not. Trust me, there's some key differences. I don't have too much to say because, again, the arc still hasn't finished, but mark my words, this arc is going to keep differentiating itself from the Sasuke retrieval arc while still adding some of these old concepts, right? Because Shinki is yet to appear. But really, the point of this video is for you, if you're one of those people saying that this is just a ripoff of the Sasuke retrieval arc, the point is for you to hopefully change your perspective a little bit. Hopefully, I can't really necessarily change your opinions, but hopefully I did it. And I started seeing these comments a lot recently, which is why I decided to do this discussion video while it's still trending in a way. So yeah, that was your boy Hokage. It's for links in the description below. Also, link to my second channel is in the description of this video. Let me know what you guys think about this topic in the comment section of this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Bye.